sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's Burrow. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 empty. Hey, can.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Runs over it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Thomas. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts.
Tannehill. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They snap it to Tannehill. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tannehill now to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on second down. Burrow out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Harris Campbell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
25 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing again is Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to McBride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
12. 11. 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Tannehill. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Play action, it's Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terry McLaurin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tannehill. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Tannehill on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tannehill throwing again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
1-1, ready? 11 MT, take. 11, stop.
On the counter, it's Spiller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game. Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win